All right, Pokemon trainers, it's Drew back with another video, and this video is about max battle tips and tricks for solo players. I've seen a lot of comments from people who don't have a lot of people in their area to take on some of these Gigantamax and Dynamax battles, and I found this information here, so I thought I would pass this along. Just a quick note, the chart that I'm going to go over, I have a copy of, and I will be posting it in the community post tabs. You guys will be able to get it there if you can't see it real well in the video. So, with max battles, we got a lot of Gigantamax and Dynamax battles coming up the next 2 weeks. I thought this would be some good information to go along. This is more for people trying to help battle down those tier 3 bosses, not the 5s, but just the 3s. So just keep that in mind when I go over this. So limited options currently still in our Dynamax world. You know, we don't have all the typings, we don't have all the, everything else that we normally have, but what you see here is the actual effectiveness chart for Pokemon Go. I'm not sure if it's the same as it is in the actual Pokemon video games. I haven't really had a chance to look at it that closely. So where my cursor is on the left side of this chart here is your attacking typing, and the top part of the chart is your defense typing. And the green circles are super effective. Your red triangles are not effective. And the black X's are immune. So don't waste your time. So with max battles, you have to consider your moveset. And everybody knows your Dynamax moveset is called Max Strike. As you get a type in there, it'll then change. So like grass, you have max overgrowth. And all of that is determined based on the fast attack of the Pokemon that you are taking into battle. So for instance, if you have a Excadrill, it's a steel and ground, you can swap that out. Same with like Metagross, Steel, and Psychic. You could put a Steel fast move if you're trying to battle something that's weak against Steel, or you could put a Psychic fast move if you're battling something that's against Psychic. All you need to do is use Fast TM, get that swapped out for what you need. For your tier 3 max battle bosses, if you're trying to solo, you will need 2 Pokemon that are super effective against that boss with fast and charged moves that are super effective. Okay, your other Pokemon is going to be your buffer and tank Pokemon. We recommend leveling them up to at least a stage 1 or a stage 2, or maxing them out completely if you're able to do that. The tricky thing is with some of these is you need to get that max meter built up and so on. So that's where your buffer type Pokemon is used. So for instance, I think right now our top buffer Pokemon is Blissey or Chansey, however you want to look at that. It was Greedent for a while, but that is going to be high defensive stat and so on, that you can just stick out there and that thing's going to take the hits as well as throw the hits on there to fill up that max meter and do the damage that you need it to do. Then when it's time to Dynamax, your 3-second window, you pick your top Pokemon that's you brought in there for it. All right, so for example, Phalanx, you have 2 Metacrosses that are prepared for Psychic, fast, and charged moves, powered up to 3,000. And then you got your, this person was using a 98 IV Venusaur as the buffer Pokemon, led with it, powered up the damage, then threw the Metagross in there. And once Venusaur tanks, you throw that in there and you just, keep going. All right. So remember too, swiping is your key here. As soon as those purple icons pop up that adds to your max meter, swipe over and get those as quickly as you can. And then the other thing is when you see these icons here, that's when you're getting your attack that does double damage. So you definitely want to dodge those as well. So swipe over, get those dodged out of the way. And then the last piece of advice on this information here is know when to back out and say you lost. No sense in wasting your resources on an automatic loss. I know I've done this a couple of times. I did the same thing with a Phalanx battle. It had a move in there and I was not prepared to take that damage. Knocked out my best Pokemon. If it knocks out your best Pokemon, just leave. Reroll the thing. You don't lose your max particles until you win. So, back out, revive, get back in there with the proper order. Maybe it throws something weird at you that you weren't prepared for, So just keep that in mind, guys, as you're doing these. I know I've been experimenting recently with this, trying to understand the mechanics of this and all. But like I said, just wanted to pass this information along to everybody. I hope it helps. Good luck out there with these raids, and catch you guys on the next video.